important.
later. Yeah.
It's okay. Can you do the recording, Minman?
Sure. Okay. I
Okay.
can start recording. Okay. Thank you.
Uh, First is I got an email from you, Minman, regarding the forecasting. So, did you already successfully upload it?
I think seems that not yet. Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. So you just shared to me the template only.
I think Excel and I converted to CSV already. So in the email attached the CSV file also.
Please try to upload it so you can know if it's successful or not.
Okay.
So, because what we are starting to do with ELC is we will plan for the peak for now, not the regular business as usual. And for peak, right, Fong, it is manually key in because it will be coming from customer. Normally, it's just 1, 2, or 3 days, like the double digit event for ELC. But for business as usual, they will use the forecasting logic in RPT. In that case, you don't need to upload a file. But if you are not confident or you don't like the result of the system, then you will have to upload your own forecast volume according to your own calculation or whatever. Yeah, yeah. So with that part, I am not sure yet what is your approach. Pong, what is your approach for business as usual? You will upload? Mm-hmm. Really? For Vietnam, they provide you daily? Because for Malaysia and Philippines, what I heard is that they're giving by quarter or by month. So this one is wow, that's good. Maybe that's why a good
Hello,
forecast.
hello, and Phương and Hope. I think in this file here only containing about picking and packing for
Mm,
B2C, right? Yeah.
yes, picking B2C and packing B2C. But I think you multiplied the picking B2C by 3, right? Because picking B2C is per piece and packing B2C is per order. Did you try to multiply the volume? Mm. mm. This one, probably this one you have to divide to 3. Yeah, be careful on that. I have the same experience in Singapore. I upload the forecast. So by order for I think that's the picking. And then I have to upload the line as well, and then I just multiplied it by 3. So be careful on the numbers. Anyway, it's not bad because if you make a mistake on your first upload, how to correct that? You just need to upload another file, and then that's it. So yeah, no sweat as well. Okay, I'll proceed with the resource planning. First is I will discuss the schedule and availability setup, skill set setup, very important, and then I will do a demo. First is a schedule and availability. I think I asked you already, Fong, what is your schedule for uh ELC? Because it will matter during the resource planning. When I say schedule, let's say the schedule is 6 a.m. This is a regular 6 a.m. until let's say 4 p.m. So minus the break that is, for example, let's just say 8 hour. Let's try 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So that's 9 hours. What will show in the resource planning is, for example, Lisa. Lisa is with a regular schedule, so let's say April 16, then Lisa will have an available 9 hours. However, if you have multiple schedule, let's say you have a schedule with 12 hours, then you have to define it here in the RPT so that during planning, maybe let's say Min he will come during the peak season, peak day, let's say 5 5 5. Then what I will see in the resource planning is that Minman has available 12 hours to be planned. That's what I'm saying. So uh please help me to define your schedule for ELC. Right now I can demo how to create. So how to do that? Just go to the setup schedule. So this one, I think I asked you last time. Regular for ELC is 7 to 18. Is it correct? Oh, this is a regular. This is the business as usual. 12 hours. Um, and I need the schedule of the employee, not the operation hours. Yes. What is their normal work hours? Okay. So this one, 7:30. Okay. Update this. So I will demo how to update one. So this is how 7:32. Okay. And then what? Yeah. What is the other schedule? Schedule this is regular. I think I will update too. First, let's try to create two. So, this one I cannot update. And then the second shift, I will create a new schedule here. You'll see. What is the second shift? 8:30 to 10. 8:30 to 7:30. 5:30, right? This one. Okay. Yeah, for the last, that will be your assignment. So for our demo today, let's expect that there is regular shift and then there is second shift. So once you define this schedule, you also have to define if like you have uh like a weekly pattern or yearly pattern wherein we can use later on to upload the availability. I will explain more so you appreciate what I'm trying to say. But first, I'd also like to know. Mhm. Yes, correct. Yeah, yeah. You try to close this application. Are you on the global desktop? Yeah, close it and then Yeah, because sometimes it's not really updating right away. So, the next one would be, let's define if you have like a leave, vacation leave, or medical leave. Because for the availability, let's say your employee is not around, she or didn't go to the warehouse, then you have to update his or her schedule. Yeah, shift 1M, second shift. Third. Yeah, let's update this one. Do you have like absences? Is it okay? I created sick leave and VL. Do you have other absences in Vietnam? So I can define it here. This one, leave is okay. Okay. Okay, I can create like a generic. Yeah. So this one is just a leave. Yeah. So that's how you create also the absence and then save. Okay. Oops. Yeah. And then go to availability, set up availability, and then the absence. Okay. Clear? Then the next would be I would suggest let's create a weekly pattern or yearly a simple weekly pattern. So what is a weekly pattern? You will have to define what is the shift per full complete week. You know, sometimes, right, some operations or some employees, they only work, let's say, Monday to Friday, but some of them work uh, Monday to Saturday. So I suggest we create this one so it will be easier for uploading the availability. So maybe I will create one example of weekly. So this is the one for how do I this one probably weekly regular per shift. Okay. And then if you want to create, I can also just click add. So one is weekly, the regular second shift. And then you have to update here on Monday what is the, okay, let's say first. What is the schedule on Monday? Is it this one, regular second shift? Okay. Do you have Saturday? Yes, for this specific shift, business as usual. Only morning? Okay. Okay. So on Sunday, there's no schedule. So that's it. It's automatically saved. Yeah, here. So I think maybe I'll just skip the yearly pattern, but it's also most same concept with weekly. But I'll go directly how it works. So now, for the availability, just go here, employee, upload availability. So maybe I'll try for six, let's say for next week until May 9. So let's say this one, Pong, I will create a schedule. The normal way is, or like the inconvenient way is, you have to put your schedule one by one. So this person, second shift, maybe Tuesday, he is on first shift. So this is very tedious and we don't want to do that. So that's why I create a weekly pattern. So let's try for Thai Nguyen. What you will do is allocate shift and then select the shifts and then what shift. Let's say she is second shift. Then from when, this is from 4:20, and then you can select until what is the range you have selected here. So you can put here from May 30. So if you do that, then you can do the availability in one click for the whole month of May. I cannot, so this one is also like important. If you only define like May 9, then May 9, apply. See? Ah, why there is a Sunday? Should be black. Did I put Sunday? So I'm expecting no schedule here for Sunday. Let me go back. But this is no schedule. Yeah. Okay. Ah, I see. Sorry. What I did is the shift, but okay. I'll give another try. Do you know what went wrong? It's because I chose because I should choose the weekly pattern. What I did is selected the shift. So if you select the shift, meaning it will assign all from April 20 to May 9 the same shift. But the best way is to use weekly pattern. Okay, weekly pattern and then this one. So this one will work now. The Sunday will have no schedule. Yeah, it's correct. For Antoine, so every Sunday, she doesn't have schedule. Oops, I think this is only until Saturday. So that's how you upload the availability. Okay? This will be yeah, to be honest, the feedback from other operations or other countries, they find it a little bit tedious, but I think you just have to practice it, and once you already know what's the best way or easier way, it will not really be a problem. Like for me, if I know already the schedule of the people for the whole month, then just do it once, like in the beginning of the month. The only problem is if like there will be changes. Let's say Tai Nguyen actually she changed to another ship, then just update it directly. Or probably she will be on leave, absent, click the leave, apply. See? It will change to leave. So meaning if the person has no schedule or she is or he is on leave, then in the resource planning, there will be no available hours for this person. Let me try for 4:25. The time when should be on leave. So planning, resource planning. I'll open the April 25. Yeah, absent. See, she is absent. He or she is absent. For this specific day, only the available hours is 9 hours coming from Antoine Pam. That's the impact of the availability. Very important for the resource planning. Do you understand the concept now? What is the employee availability? No questions? Lisa, Minman? Mm? Mm. Mhm. Mhm. Uh, no impact on the productivity because productivity is coming from the actual hours. But for the planning itself, maybe there is some not accurate information because what it will look like here. for example, 10 operators, right? And then these 10 operators has 9 hours. So what it will look like here, there are 90 hours available. And then if you don't plan them, let's say picking B2C and repacking B2C, then you will see here 90 hours plannable. And then if I am the manager or maybe I'm a reviewer, oh, this during this day, you have a lot of resources. So what I would do in that case is you have to update the availability. For example, this one, 425 and to 1. I guess if you really wanna have the correct information, and to 1, I'll just make sure that 25, right? What do you mean do other tasks? Is it task for another customer? Yeah, let's say doing another customer, then for 425, I will remove his or her schedule. Yeah, this is how it will look like. Either you do this or you just keep an internal notes that actually this person has worked for another customer. So now if I go back to planning for 425, yeah, these are like just only your available hours. You don't have, let's try more probably. Uh, yeah, employee. You could also try yourself if you want. Maybe 420 until May 30. The only hard part here is you have to do it this one by one. So I'll try to allocate shift, weekly pattern until May 30. Okay. Select for shift, apply. Let's try more.
Hello, anh Phương and Hope.
Mm-hmm.
Anh Phương, the situation you shared that employee work at the ELC half day morning and then afternoon go to the other customer. Is it often? How many days a month you see that? So how about we thinking about create a new shift, say kind of a half day morning, a
Yeah,
half
we
day
can do
afternoon.
that. I
Yeah,
am doing
okay.
this one. I'm creating a shift. So you can see here under regular for shift, I will create morning, half day, then maybe later you add an afternoon. So let's say here from 7:30. Let's just say an example. 7:30 to uh let's just say 12, okay? So I have now this shift. So if that happens, what's the name? Half day morning. Okay. Why it's always 4:30? Yeah. What I will do, okay. First day, let's say this person, I'll just create what's the shift? Yeah, half day morning. See? So if I
Yeah,
go to
okay.
port, if you have a pattern also like because it happens in Philippines. Monday to Friday, they are full day, and then on Saturday, they are morning only. You can create again another weekly pattern and then probably name it as week with half day on Saturday. So you are free to explore and add more patterns and shift, but make it just very simple, or don't put too much as well because you will be confused. So I'll show you here for 423. We expect that for Tai Nguyen, she has less hours available. 423. Okay. Huh? Yeah. See, for Tai Nguyen, you can only allocate or plan for her. She has only available 4.5. The other people, the other employees, 9 hours. This one, I don't know. I think different shift, 8 and then 8. So based on his or her availability, that will be showed in the resource planning. Yeah. So good question. Yeah, because anyway, it's really it's very common, and not only Vietnam. You can utilize this kind of setup if they move customers like maybe in the afternoon, or probably they're coming from a different customer in the morning and only they work in the afternoon. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Hope.
Any other questions? So we have already discussed schedule, pattern, absence code, and then this availability. Lisa, are you good? Now
Yeah, so far so
let's
good. But
good.
like
All right.
because in my warehouse we are multi-tenant, so we have many customers and we have like a fixed number of headcounts. So
Mm,
normally we utilize the headcount for all of
mm,
customers. So it's kind of hard for us if we need to set up one fixed time for for a headcount for fixed customer. Hope. So do we
mm,
have any experience on that? Hope. How can we deal with that?
mm. I guess those are small customers, right?
Um,
Not really, because if because they always move from one customer to another. Is that what you mean?
yeah, because we have many
Yeah. So
activities in the same time.
So what I'm assuming with that kind of scenario is that the customer is not really big because they don't have dedicated people,
Yeah,
right? That's my assumption. So in that case, instead of resource planning per customer, then the best way would be you plan for the whole site.
yeah,
Yeah. So probably you can assign the people per customer. Yeah, which is my next topic. I will show you.
yeah.
Uh but not by customer. So at least if you will, okay, this employee 1, 2, 3, probably they work in the morning for customer A, and then in the afternoon they move to another customer. So in my before example, it's like going to be by activities, but in your case, if the customers are very small, then the activities will be the customers. So you plan them per customer instead of per activity now. That would be one of the, I think, the best or solution in that scenario, because they change per customer, right? they
Yeah.
they don't change per activity.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like a whole site planning, not per customer planning.
Okay. Get the point.
Okay,
Yeah.
so next would be the skill set, which is also the prerequisite when we do this resource planning. But I will probably go here. How many minutes we have left? I don't know. Is it a 1 hour training? I already forgot. Because I think we need more time. Okay. So here in the activity 3, you have to set up what is the skill set needed for your activity, right? So I think I have already set up. For now, B2B, this one I will remove because we don't need this. I will show you how. B2B. What is that B2B? Probably this one. B2B. Yeah, this one. I found the repacking. So for ELC now, our focus is picking B2C and packing B2C. How is the activity showing in the resource planning is you have to take this one. So currently this is part of the planning, but this is, I mean, system wise it's showing, but we actually don't need it. So I will just untick it, save, and it should update this one. But yeah, I have to like go to there's no refresh. Yeah, now it's corrected. Only picking B2C and repacking B2C. Okay? And then whenever you have to plan an activity, the repacking B2C, right? You have to define what is the skill set needed for this one. Because you have to match it later with the employee. So in this example, it is pick and pack. Okay? So here I will go back. So sorry for keep on changing the screen. Skill set is not yet available on the web. So please do it here in the GT version. So how to set up? Just go to the skill set flag. When I did the trial, I basically selected all employees with this skill set. So actually anyone can do the repacking and picking for ELC. But if you find that this is actually wrong, let's say Chow is actually not doing packing, pick or pack, just untick the check, then that's good. Probably this person is doing cycle count or I don't know, checking, then tick. That's how you update the skill set here. Click, check, or just untick it. And then one of the easier way is you can like mass update by ticking the one on the upper part, like this one. If I click it, everyone will have a checking skill. This one I will untick, so it's not correct. Yeah. The main point here is that, okay, let's try probably where is phone? Where is phone here? So hard. I cannot, there's no, yeah, let's say you are not pick and pack, but you have on a schedule. Where are you? Can't find you. Maybe at the bottom. Where are you now? I can't find you. Ah, this one. Okay. So we already set a schedule for Fong, right? But then I will remove his skill. So what will happen in the resource planning is I cannot also the he will be available, but I cannot plan him. Okay. So updated. I go to resource planning. Say the 428. I think we have already. Huh? You don't have 428. 420. Yeah. So here, right? How do we plan is we just drag and drop them. Okay, you have no skill. So that's why I cannot plan you. If I can plan someone, I pick Antoine, right? Then the activities that he or she can be planned will turn into bold. You can see here, right? So this one, I can actually, yeah, this one, I also do that. But for Fong, don't think I can. No. Oops. See, I click Fong. This one doesn't change to bold because you don't have the skill. I cannot plan you. You get what I mean? Why drag? So basically now this is the planning. How you do the planning is you allocate their hours to the activity. It's hard. We don't have forecast. Let me probably add a forecast, so it's good. 420. Let's explore for next week. Client. Okay. Peaking on 420. I'll put here, I don't know, 2,000. Order probably 460. 70. 900. 900. Okay, upload. Ship, whatever ship, that's fine. Click OK. Okay, so now we have a forecast for 420 to 422. If I go back again to the planning, so we can plan for 420. Yeah, so what you can see from here on the right side, meaning based on the forecast, we needed 34 hours to complete the picking and repacking. And once you move these persons to the right side, that is your planning. Right now, we have planned Antoine and Doc Boy. So total for picking is this hours, 9 hours, because I just moved his full hours. And then for repacking B2C, 7.5. Yeah, because minus the break. Okay. That's how you do the planning. So here I will also plan. Again, I cannot plan you because you don't have the skill. I'll proceed with tying yun. Actually, I can split if I want to. How do you split? You just go to default. Let's say probably this person is doing 5 hours picking, and then maybe 4 hours or in the afternoon doing the repacking. I just put on the custom from 8:30. I'll just put 5 hours. See, for tying nguyen, I allocated 5 hours. He has still a remainder of 4 hours. So I can put again here. This is hard. Oh, I can't. So this one is 12. Seventeen. Oh, why I can't? Okay, 4 hours. Okay, okay. Because this one is 8:30 to 7:30. 8:30, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1:30. Okay, okay. It's quite hard. You have to know the exact time frame. So that's why I don't really recommend this splitting, especially if you don't have like to follow the exact, but the most important is you plan according to the forecast. Hmm, let's say this one. I'll just, yeah, okay. Huh? Still no? Okay. I think I have to remove this again. You understand the problem? Because yeah, it's now 9. It's really critical, like the timing. If you split them, you have to, okay, this one 8:30 until let's say 1:30, right? Okay. So now if I have to move him for repacking, it should be like starting from 1:31 here, 1:30. So then it will be correct. Earlier it wasn't like that, so that's why I cannot plan. Okay? But this kind of splitting, I don't really recommend. The most important for planning is you just focus on the total hours, total forecast, and then you plan. And then you can just play around later on. It doesn't matter, for example, for Pung or Tan Nguyen, if I split her or not. The most important is you want to know how many people, how many forecast hours you need, how many people you need for that day. Is it clear? Do you get my point? Okay. Again, we are more focused on the technical, but I'm trying to explain what is the basic or what we do the usual. Okay, I'll explain. The default time frame is, for example, this person, Fong starts 8:30 to 9. Then that is the default time frame. But for the custom time frame is if you modify their hours. That's like just like what I did. If you split them. Okay, I split them morning for picking and then repacking. So that is what we call custom time frame because you have to modify the hours by splitting. Yeah. But again, my point here is during planning, you don't focus on the technical. I want to focus. I'm the manager for the picking. I needed 18 hours. So I just plan. I don't care who is this person, what is the total, as long as I can plan the needed hours. No need. Let's say in actual, Pong actually split the hours. I don't care about that. Don't do that during the planning. Most important is you know how many hours you need for the day. Correct? Do not focus on the technical side. Focus on what you needed for that day. Like I need this. Do I need to add more people? Do I have to like probably plan this person to another customer because we have enough resources for the day? It's like in the beginning of resource planning, you don't need to focus on these details, but on the overall or the big picture. Okay, I have enough people for today, more than enough. Then at least you know already what will happen. You can allocate to other customers or probably, yeah, something else. Okay. But for the sake of the training, I'll proceed more on some topics. There's actually an easier way wherein you don't have to drag and drop the people. There we have what we call default activity. And this is applicable if like you know this person is always doing the same activity, like he doesn't change. So let's try an example for the which one we tried. Because we have already planned. So this one 420. Let's say this Tan Nguyen Dan, I will allocate him to Tan Nguyen. You go to employee, you find this person, and then under default planning activity, you can actually add to update. Default, I will select the repacking. Okay, save. Now, this person will always be allocated to repacking. Let's try. Planning, I hope it updates. Let's say the 421. See? right? You can see Tan Nguyen, Dan is already here. I don't need to drop. That's what we did for Philippines and other countries. As long as you know a person or someone, the employee is already doing the same activity, you can already set the default. For 22, yeah, for 22, he's already assigned 8 hours or full hours already planned for repacking. So for your maybe assignment, or you have to define the schedule if you still need to update. I only created 2, right? And then also define the skill set. And if you needed to set the default activity for the employees, please do. And then maybe we'll have another catch-up meeting and let's see how you plan. Mm. So in that case, you go to the skill set, right? So here, these are all the skill set you can define. It's pick and pack. We can specifically create picking. Say, yeah. And then, oh, really? So they are different. I think yeah. I think in some countries, pick and pack same. So now you have to update it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So very easy for the skill set. If these are like you have to add new skills or remove, then just go under setup skill set and then go back again to skill set. Probably but this will have an impact. So I will probably explore. I will remove. Let's try picking. And then we have to, what we need to update, right? The activity 3. So now for repacking, I will update it to packing only. Yeah. Only those people with packing skills can be planned for repacking. And then for picking, update it to, yes, picking. Okay. I think everything now will change, or probably for now. Yeah, I don't know. It will change now. You explore, you open. If I go on the 420, probably not everyone. Okay, I'll show you how. So for Fong, you can actually look at the bottom part. Here, Fong skills is only picking. You can see the difference. I can only plan Fong under picking. This is bold. For Tai Nguyen, same, only picking skill. Cannot be planned for repacking. Whatever I do, this cannot be planned. Hmm. And also remember for Tan Nguyen, right? We allocated or we have a default activity for him, which is repacking. However, this person has only a picking skill. Now, he's not allocated. Did you see the difference? Remember Tan Nguyen? We had him repacking here. Yeah. In an ideal scenario, he should always be assigned to repacking. So what I will do for Tan Nguyen Dan, I will find him and give him where is he? This one. Yeah. Packing. I click it. Now, it should be okay. For 20. No, not for 20. The 421, I think it's not yet. Yeah. It's now back to normal. Okay. But it doesn't mean that if a person is allocated or he has a default activity, he can still be changed to picking if he has the necessary skill for picking. If I click him, no, I cannot because it's already in this one, but just click here. See, at the bottom part, his skill is packing and picking. Hmm. If you want to split them, you can split directly, but you have, let's say if you have made mistake in the planning, you just drag them to the left, then it's already good. Like, yeah, that's how you do the planning. Okay? Any question? Yeah. What do you mean? Yes. So the planning, right? So the planning, what we do here is per day. So this is the actual forecast for Tuesday. So if you made the changes, anything that you do on the screen is on a daily basis. So if, for example, Tan Nguyen has allocated 8 hours on repacking, it only applies for today. So not, yeah, because planning should be done every day. I mean, especially for peak, because it depends on the volume. But we also got some information that like some operations, like they want to do planning for a weekly one. This one is still like we have raised already this request to the global team, like what can we do? If is it possible to do also a weekly planning? But the main point of this resource planning right now here is it's called a daily planning, not a weekly. Yeah. But we already heard that kind of feedback. If is it possible we can do a weekly? Because some operations they really plan the people on a weekly basis. Yeah. Okay. I think that's the end of my
Hello, Hope, and
presentation. Yes.
may I suggest help one thing? Actually, I
Mm-hmm.
tried testing upload the forecast volume, but did not successful.
Mm.
So based on the XCS we found that I sent you, maybe could you please help to demo one more time how you upload the forecast volume through the
Probably
IBTGD?
you shared to me the error. I have a feeling the problem is the date. Did you get the error?
I upload,
How?
but no error. It just that the data not shown after uploading, just blank. Yeah.
No, 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 no. You go here. So when you upload, you go to the forecast activities. Let's say next week. You will see here. Is that what you uploaded? I think you uploaded. So there is a current, I don't know if it's really a problem, but when you upload, you don't see the volume under forecast engine. It's just blank. Or if because this forecast engine is only for the forecast that you have done in the system, right? Which day is it that you uploaded? Can you
I
give me
mean,
an example?
in the column name, currently it's the logic is a weekday average or daily average. It's not manually upload, so we still can upload, right?
Yes. No, what I'm
Ah,
trying to say, you uploaded,
mm,
right? So in
mm.
this scenario, if you upload, let's say 416, I uploaded, you cannot see here under this screen. Let's say I uploaded 800. You cannot see here after you uploaded. How you verify is you go here, activities.
Forecast
Yeah,
activity next week.
here. So that's why I'm asking for a specific date. I think this one is uploaded for 420, 460, 870. Oh, no, no. I think this is a manual. But yeah, this is how you see. You cannot see it under the forecast engine. So if you give
I
me
got
the
it. I got it.
example, I can verify.
No,
Is it
actually,
this one?
last time I did not want to interrupt this production environment, so I test on my test site. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I test on my test site.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that is the point for uploading.
Mm.
Another way to verify is if like you uploaded, you just go to the reports and then you will see uh let's say 420. You will see under the efficiency Sigma report, the forecast that you uploaded. So in this example, if you uploaded this one, picking B2C, you will see it here. That's how you verify.
Okay, I
Yeah?
got it.
Yeah, that is the thing for uploading. Okay, is it clear for you, Fong or Lisa? Whatever you see here is only coming from the engine or this one that you reset, calculate, and then upload. Or if you manually update, let's say, okay, this 120, you will see. You will see under the screen, but not the uploaded one. It will show as blank or zero here, but in actual, there is actually an uploaded volume and only you can verify under these forecast activities and you go to the specific date. Okay? Clear? Any
Okay,
other?
so
Please do your assignment, Pong. So skill set, availability. If you want to do the weekly pattern, please do, especially for the half day. If there is a pattern, because I think what I understood from you, it's not good to have a pattern because you don't know when they will move, right? Yeah, it depends on the volume, I guess. You will make them happy or move to the customer. So if there's no really pattern, then don't create weekly pattern. Just do a manual update of the availability. Okay?
Hope I have one question. Yeah.
Sure.
How does the system calculate the forecast hours? Volume multiple for the norm time?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we need to set up for the norm time for each activity we want to do the forecast.
Yes, of course. Mandatory. You cannot have a forecast hours without the norm time because
Oh.
what is the forecasting function or algorithm doing is there is a formula, but it needs the norm time. So it only calculates the volume or get the forecast volume and then later on multiply that forecast volume to the norm time to get the forecast hours. Yeah.
Okay,
Clear?
clear.
That's why when we do this implementation, it's really step by step, job clocking, and then volume, and then norm time. Then we go forecasting and resource planning. Some prerequisites need to be fulfilled or met first. Okay? Any
Okay.
other? Chien, you're so quiet. I hope you're getting
Yeah,
valuable information.
I
Oh,
will
good.
follow. Yeah.
Mm.
One more thing. This is plan for the volume, but the other activity we can plan like 5S and cleaning or something like that. We can plan in APT.
It depends on your needs. Yes, can. Everything is possible. Like, what do you need? If you're site manager or you plan, okay, I want to plan because cleaning or other activities, those are non-productive. It's not a normal or good example. But yes, any activity can be planned. How to do that? Just take the activity here and then you can plan already. I mean,
Okay.
technical wise, that's how you plan them. If you wanna plan bus or if you want to plan administration, as long as you can meet the requirements, if you plan them, of course, you have to put the norm time as well. Mostly
Mhm.
administration, they cannot be planned because you don't know actually a norm time for some admin tasks. Even like for, uh, I mean, for the forecast, you need those norm time, but planning itself, if like you will allocate this person, you can do. Yeah. So it depends on your specific requirement. Do you just want to plan the people or do you want to have the forecast volume and plan exactly the activity? It Am I making sense?
Okay, clear.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Okay. Uh
okay.
Thank you so much. Then Fong,
Thank
I'll
you
just
so
check my
much.
schedule and set up again another meeting to follow up what's the update on this resource planning. Okay?
Okay.
Thank
Okay,
you,
it's fine.
everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Message me anytime if you have question. Bye bye.
Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.